Good morning friends, Linda here from my fantasy homestead. How are you today? I know I haven't been around for a long time and I am so sorry about that. The explanation is that if you remember the last time I took a gap this year was because we put our house on the market and we have a buyer. It is very scary and very exciting. House selling process in the UK is very convoluted and it's very long. Seriously, it's long. We put our house on the market in February and we got a buyer in June, which is great. But in the same time, Mark and I, we walked. We went for a long walk and we talked about everything and we decided to move out of our house because we are in a chain of people who are buying houses from one of each other. Like, the first person is deciding to sell the house. They will basically look for a house they like. They find a house they like. The second people go like, okay, we need to find a house now. So they go and find a house. That's where we are. So someone's buying from us. And then we need to go and find a house. And then you need to do solicitors, and then you need to do searches and all of the surveys, and it all takes time, and every single part of this chain needs to do it. And then usually people move out at the same time, on the same day, and it's very stressful, and everyone's like, ah. One of my friends just had it like happen to him, and he was waiting from August last year. That's when he put the house on sale, I think, to he moved July. It's almost a year. So we were thinking we're gonna make this process a bit easier and empty our house. My in-laws have kindly allowed us to stay with them potentially if we need to. So we've been moving our stuff into the storage. we hired storage, and you know what? It's a lot easier because I don't think that I could do all of this in a week, because it would be just throwing things into a box and then just writing a living room on it or something like that and then just running with it. But now we have been consolidating things. We have taken a carload to the tip, which is this recycling center, and then a carload to a charity shop. So that's 2 carloads of stuff that we thought we didn't have, but you find the little pieces, bits and bobs that you don't need. It's very interesting. But we have downsized a bit and we have consolidated bits and we have found bits that we didn't think we had. I don't know how, when we moved in this house, we had enough stuff for 2 carloads and we moved in. And now I think we will need 2 vans. I don't know where the stuff comes from. It just kind of grows around you and it's really scary, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And the thing is, if you don't pay attention, it just at one point there's so much stuff. The good point is that we actually found a house that we love, and we are doing searches on it and we are doing surveys on it, but it will all take time. For example, I booked a survey and they said the earliest time we can get you in is in 4 weeks. I hate this undecisive waiting period. So I'm having my tea this morning, ranting at you guys a little bit, teeny tiny little bit. Most of our house is empty. We each have a suitcase of clothing left that we left here. We downsized a lot and we moved most of our clothes into the storage, because you don't need winter coats in the middle of the summer, because if you need them, you're gonna go to the storage and you're just gonna pick the right box out, right? That's my idea. That's what's gonna happen. Like, all of my houseplants went to my in-laws, they're living in a greenhouse at the moment, and apparently they're very happy. Have I paid much attention to allotment? No, because I've been packing up my house for the last month. I'm packing in the mornings, I'm packing in the evenings, just gently doing a carload at a time. We hired a van for one day and we got all of our furniture out. Like, I'm sitting where the kitchen table used to be and it's not here anymore. We dismantled it, we took it to the storage. The living room's empty, there's no TV, no couch, no nothing. There's only the bird cage. And the birds are getting a bit weirded out because each time I come in, I just take more and more stuff away. And they just go like, what's going on? I don't know. Ah. Our spare bedroom is empty. There's no bed. All of the cupboards that was built in that had loads and loads of stuff, it's all been packed and taken away. Our cupboards are empty. Our chest of drawers is empty. So we have decided on two ways of doing things. We have storage one, which is it's gonna come with us as soon as we get the house, if we get the house. Because nothing's set in stone until you exchange the contracts, and you exchange the contracts after you have done all the searches, after you have done all the surveys, and you see it's been like first surveys like a month away, and anything can happen in that time. This is so stressful. Anyone below us can pull out. That's why we're moving out, so the chain is shorter and people can just be like, oh yeah, the house is empty, we can move in. Or they can give us like 2 days notice, going like they will move in 2 days, and we're like, okay, we're out, because we have only a bed, a chest of drawers and 2 desks here with the computers, because we both work from home. What was I talking about before? There was something I was talking about before. Empty. Everything's empty. Then I got distracted. Oh, spicy brain. Oh yeah. I remember. It took us a week to empty the attic. And I thought our attic was pretty good. It was like very condensed, very like gentle. Around the edges, all of the middle was empty. It wasn't full. But as it turns out, there was so much stuff in it that when we brought everything down into our bedroom, because our attic hatch is in the bedroom, it basically filled our bedroom, and it took us a week to get everything down, sorted out. There was so much stuff. Most of it's empty boxes, because someone doesn't want to let go of empty boxes because they might be useful one day. I think it's millennial trait, where you just don't get rid of the boxes. Some of the boxes are useful, like a box for our Hoover, Henry. It's very useful because Henry, as we know, is round with a tube attached to it and like a Hoover end. And to have a box for him, to dismantle him and put him in the box, it's nice because it's square. Yes, there's a box for my kitchen mixer as well, which I haven't packed yet, because I mean, I'm still cooking. The kitchen has not been touched until today. We're packing our pantry because I'm not pulling anything out of pantry anymore, due to I want to leave all of the dry and canned goods like they are. And at the moment what we're doing, we are eating through the freezers. It feels like when I was in the uni and the summer was ending and everyone was eating the stuff from the freezers and fridges, and it was these awesome slumber / picnic parties where everyone was bringing in loads of food, and all of the floors on the campus were eating like buffet style. I remember a person making pancakes in a 3-liter pot. But they used 18 eggs because they wanted to use up all of their eggs. It was mostly eggs with flour and a little bit of milk. Yeah, half of that pot was eggs. Not bad with jam. Seriously, it was more savory than sweet, but yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I've been collecting banana boxes from the shops as I go in because they don't mind you taking some in here. And I think they are gonna be very great, very, very good for canned goods because I can put them in single layer and then I don't need to put anything on top, because you do not want to put anything on top of home canned goods because it can break the seal of the jar. And talking about seals of the jar, I think there is something gone really bad in my cupboard because it smells and I can smell it, but I can't find it. So I think a seal on a jar somewhere has failed and it's going bad, and I just need to like lift them all, check the seals. Good seals come with me, bad seals don't come with me. It's 7 o'clock in the evening now. I have finished work. Mark is standing just there and he's giggling at me and distracting me. We've been doing a lot of packing and it's getting worse. I mean, the pantry looks a lot better. You can't see it around the corner, but there's a lot of empty spaces there. But the floor space is getting smaller and smaller. We took 8 cases already, eight boxes, the plastic ones that we were doing in the morning, to the storage just after I finished work. And now I'm trying to pack everything else. He's doing a frog walk. I married him for a reason. Hey! So we're starting on the cupboards that are not used very often. So this is my Tupperware slash whatever cupboard. Basically where I keep my glass containers for freezing meals. But we've been eating out of the freezer for most of the last month, so most of the tubs have come back, which kind of explains why I have no room in here for them anymore. Look, it's full, and I still have at least 3 or 4 in the freezer that I know of. Because usually they are in the rotation, you know, like there's like 10 in the freezer and then 15 here, or 7, so about 14 here, but now there's just more. And then I'm using grape boxes to store them vertically, the lids, because it fits exactly. Well, now it's 9 in there, but usually it's 7. So 1 stack versus 1 pot, it adds perfectly. And this width is the perfect width of the tubs. There we go. It's fine. It just fits really nicely. The Tower of Pisa. The Tower of Tupperware. I fell down my box of bags and freezer bags and baggies and baggies and baggies. I don't know why I have so many napkins. I didn't even know I had them there. My cutting knife, and those are the placemats. It was a housewarming gift. They are really nice slate. I have used them twice in my life. We've been in this house for 13 years. 2 times is probably a good going, right? Oh. I can't see that high because I physically can't. I'm 5'2", so I'm gonna use you guys to peek in. Okay, it's empty. That's great. 1 out of 35 billion left. And then what we have left is just to fix the floor and figure out what's going where. Because look at my mess. It's a mess. But the cupboard's empty at least, ish. I have a little bit of paint there just to top up the walls in case that when you're carrying something, you know, you always scratch the walls. So I have 1 jar of wall paint and 1 jar of ceiling paint, so I can just patch up and like just looks good. Just looks good. I will continue packing and hopefully we will finish sometime in the next 6 months. Thank you very much for watching and I hope to see you next time. I'm sorry that the videos have taken a bit of a nosedive, but you can see what I have been doing and it is very hard to film and think of the videos and pack at the same time. Yeah, well, I can't cook anything anyways because I'm trying to empty the freezers instead of fill them up with the food, and I don't want to add any more food for the pantry because I will just need to transport it. Yeah, my hand's dropping off now and I shall say goodbye to you. Bye! I'll see you next time. friends. I know I said it's gonna be 6 months, but it's been 10, almost 11, since we started this house journey. And it's been a journey! Our estate agents were amazing and they fought for us so hard, but our chain for buying and selling the house just took forever. Everyone had issues, like it's like management pack for leasehold, then leasehold extension, then extra searches, then no one knows anything, then someone had low deposit, they needed to find more money. It just kept on going and going and going. But we are in our new house and I am so impressed that the chain held together for 10 months and a bit. And then for the people, because we were on the top of the chain, for the people below us, it took even longer, over a year. And I don't know how they were so patient, but ta-da-da-da, my new house. And this is the main house. It has a small cottage attached to it. This would basically be derelict at this point because it doesn't have electricity, it doesn't have heating, and the water's been turned off. You can't really live in it, but it's gorgeous. I walked in here last summer in June, and within 5 minutes I was like, yes, this is my dream house. It has massive garden, it has outbuildings, it has a cottage for parents if they decide to move in with us and they have a separate place to live so that they're not too far away but they can still be close and independent. I will go around and show you the house. As you can see, it's peeling itself. We're gonna show you the house a bit later. These are my tools. We just started to moving our stuff here, but we're living in a cottage at the moment because it is better condition than this house. I mean, look at that little peely. But it's good. It doesn't have floors. It's like tarmac kind of thing. I don't know what it is. I will walk through with you in the house because I think it needs its own video because it's so massive and so pretty. Yeah. But it has issues. It has issues. Like there's a hole in the roof. Someone's crashed into bay window and it shifted all of the bay window, so that needs to be rebuilt. We don't think that there's a lintel on top of the window in the kitchen because there's like massive cracks that are showing up now. There's extra stairs everywhere. There's a well and there's a basement. Anyways, I'll speak to you later. Bye.